Earth holds thousands of untold stories. Some civilizations vanished as if they never existed. They left behind mysteries that we are still trying to solve. Some disappeared into the jungle, others beneath the sands of the desert, and some at the edge of the ocean. Each civilization left its mark and its secret.
Country Facts Explorer.
The Maya built great cities, pyramids, and sacred temples. They mastered mathematics, astronomy, and complex calendars. Their carved stones recorded the movement of the stars. But then came drought. The land cracked, water disappeared. Wells ran dry, and people searched desperately for water. Wars erupted between city-states, draining their strength. Villages and temples were abandoned. The jungle began to reclaim their cities. Temples and pyramids disappeared beneath the green canopy. Today, archaeologists scan the forests with lasers. Hidden cities appear on glowing digital maps. Bustling marketplaces once echoed with life. Now they stand silent under the sunset. Entire kingdoms swallowed by the jungle. Priests once prayed to the gods on towering pyramids. Warriors once defended their cities with obsidian blades. Rain poured down on empty ruins. Stone glyphs whispered their forgotten stories. Their civilization faded into darkness, yet their legacy still rises from the ruins of the jungle.
In the Indus Valley, the Harappan civilization thrived. Its cities were built with straight streets and sturdy brick walls. They engineered advanced drainage systems and wells. Skilled artisans shaped pottery with steady hands. Merchants pressed seals with intricate animal symbols. Caravans of ox-drawn carts carried goods across the land. But rivers shifted their course and drought struck the valley. Families began to abandon their homes. Courtyards and workshops fell silent. Walls crumbled under the harsh desert winds. Centuries later, archaeologists brushed away the dust of history. Seals bearing bulls and elephants revealed a forgotten world. Bustling marketplaces faded into empty sands. From the sky, the outlines of ancient streets can still be seen. Figurines and pottery now sit behind glass in museums. Broken walls tell the story of a lost urban culture. Notes and sketches capture the mystery of their vanished society. Excavations uncover fragments of life buried for millennia. Tools, beads, and seals whisper of a people long gone. And yet, Harappa reminds us of humanity's first great cities now lost to time.
In Cambodia, Angkor rose as the capital of the Khmer Empire. Gigantic reservoirs and canals fed the growing population. Farmers cultivated endless fields of rice. Markets overflowed with silk, pottery, and spices. But the monsoon rains grew stronger. Dams collapsed under the force of the floods. Homes and villages drowned in rising waters. Families abandoned their once prosperous city. The jungle crept back, covering the temples with roots and vines. Today, tourists walk among the silent ruins of Angkor Wat. Bas reliefs still tell the stories of gods and warriors. Golden rays of sunlight fall across the stone halls. From above, the temples stand like islands in a sea of green. Researchers scan the carvings to preserve their fading details. At dawn, Angkor's towers glow against the mist. Collapsed stones lie scattered under the jungle canopy.
The empire's rise and fall can be seen in its ruins. Serene stone faces smile, weathered by centuries. At night, the temples reflect in still waters beneath the stars. Angkor reminds us that even the greatest cities can fall into silence.
In the middle of the Pacific Ocean lies Easter Island. Polynesian voyagers arrived on its rocky shores centuries ago. They carved enormous statues from volcanic stone. These Moai stood as guardians, facing inland to watch over the people. But forests were cut down to move the statues. The trees vanished, leaving the land bare and fragile. Conflicts broke out as food grew scarce. Crops failed, and hunger spread across the island. Then came ships from distant lands. With them arrived disease and devastation. Villages were abandoned, homes left in silence. Many statues toppled, lying broken on the ground. Those that remained stood against the setting sun. Storms gathered over the island, lightning flashing above the Moai. The stone faces weathered centuries of wind and rain. Today, archaeologists study them with drones and scanners. Moai heads are preserved in museums far from their homeland. At sunset, the statues still cast long shadows across the coast. By moonlight, they stand beneath a sky full of stars, silent sentinels of a civilization that nearly erased itself.
On the island of Sumbawa thrived the culture of Tambora. Villages spread across fertile volcanic slopes. Families shared traditions, food, and festivals. Mount Tambora towered above them, calm and green. But tremors shook the ground, warning of disaster. Then, in 1815, the volcano erupted with unimaginable force. Ash and fire rained down on the villages. A deadly cloud swept across the land, destroying everything. Entire settlements were buried beneath meters of ash. Centuries later, archaeologists uncovered their forgotten world.
According to legend, the army of Cambyses II vanished in the sands of Egypt. Drums of war echoed across the desert. Banners of Persia waved proudly in the burning wind. The desert stretched endlessly before them. But soon, the storm began to rise. Soldiers disappeared into clouds of dust. The desert swallowed them whole. Arrowheads were visible from the sand. Storms, relics, and silence, fragments of a mystery. The fate of Cambyses' army remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Every civilization left its mark. Today, humanity builds new cities that rise into the sky. Crowds of people fill the streets of modern megacities. But even the busiest city can one day fade into silence, like the desert.
History takes a pause. Above us stretches eternity. The constellations guard the memory of those who vanished. Civilizations fade, but their traces remain. The past has vanished, but its lessons remain eternal. Subscribe to uncover more mysteries of the past.